Most people think celebrities are all glitz and ego, but behind red carpets and rehearsed interviews, some of them have skills that feel straight out of a circus or a spy movie. From bizarre body tricks to unexpected professional certifications, you're about to see another side of fame you weren't meant to notice. Here are 20 celebrities with weird and hidden talents. Taylor Lautner. Taylor Lautner appeared on the show and shared details about his background in martial arts. He explained that certain moves, like flips, were easier for him to perform without equipment.
Do you still bust out the bow staff ever?
The flips are easier to bust out because you don't need...
The hosts were curious and asked if he would demonstrate a flip for the audience.
Would you do a flip for us?
There's a 50-50 chance that my suit splits, but as long as you're okay with me...
He took off his suit jacket to give himself more freedom of movement.
Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, let's take this off. Let me take this off.
Where should I do this? Right here?
With impressive power and control, he executed a perfect standing backflip landing right where he started. Camila Cabello. Camila Cabello, the famous singer, has a truly unique skill you probably did not know about.
All right, congratulations.
She told hosts that she can do something special. Then, showing great confidence, she opens her mouth and performs a very unusual move with her tongue right there for everyone to see.
Okay.
Like fortune cookie, that's what I call it.
No, it's not.
Her fellow group members and others react, trying to describe the strange shape her tongue made. One person suggests it looks like a fortune cookie. Another person thinks it looks more like a 3-leaf clover.
It's like a 3-leaf clover.
Wow. There you go.
Kendall Jenner. Many know Kendall Jenner as a famous model, but she has a truly unique skill hidden away. She revealed this unusual ability on a show. With a little smile, she showed everyone she could make very convincing bird calls right there on stage. During a questions video for a magazine, she brought it up again. When challenged to demonstrate, her expression changed to one ready to show her skill. Later, in a different interview, she calmly talked about this skill. She mentioned it as something she is able to do.
Prove it.
Then, she had to prove again she could really do it, ending with a confident look. Margot Robbie. First, Graham Norton brought up the unusual skill of Margot Robbie from the Suicide Squad set.
Yes.
Oh, no, so these are the tattoos you do?
Yeah, we call them tomojis.
Okay.
She estimated doing nearly 100 small tattoos, adding her skills might be worsening.
Yeah, I reckon I've done, probably like getting close to 100 now.
The host then revealed a tattoo gun was on set. He playfully suggested the other guests get a tattoo from Margot, leading to much amusement among them in the audience.
We have a tattoo gun here.
Oh, boy.
So if any of you...
After Harrison Ford cleverly declined the tattoo offer, a brave crew member volunteered for the experience.
So sit down beside Margot there.
Hey.
Margot, looking a bit nervous, prepared with gloves as Graham gave a safety warning to the viewers at home.
You don't have to do this if you don't want to.
No, honestly, I kept saying that. He wants to do this.
Margot then skillfully tattooed a smiley face with X eyes on the big toe of Adam. Adam was brave through the process. The unique tomoji was then proudly shown to the happy and applauding audience.
Like when we're off, like backstage or something.
Kim Kardashian West. A Vogue 73 Questions interview took an unexpected turn when host posed a classic question. He asked Kim if there was a hidden talent she could demonstrate.
Can you show me a hidden talent?
She turned towards the camera, a smile hinting at the unusual information she was about to share. Then, with complete seriousness, Kim explained this very specific and rather strange ability of hers.
I have a hidden talent of being able to smell when somebody has a cavity.
Indeed, the talent of Kim involves smelling dental decay, a truly memorable, if unconventional skill for a global superstar to possess. Chris Kouler. Chris Kouler talked about something quite personal regarding his voice on the George Lopez show.
Kids make fun of me for my voice. I remember, like, right?
He mentioned that having a higher speaking voice is just how he is. He said that when he feels excited or worried, it even changes pitch quite a bit.
It's not like I can help it. It's just, and especially when I get excited or nervous, like I get really high pitched, and then dogs just go crazy.
Chris told a funny story about a time this happened. He was leaving a restaurant and saw a little girl dressed up like a princess, which he thought was very cute.
There's this little girl in a princess dress, and I said, "Oh, look how cute you are in a princess dress."
But the little girl had a very blunt and honest comment for him right away. It showed how kids can be quite direct about things they notice.
And she looks at me and she's like, "You sound like a girl."
This simple line got a huge reaction. George Lopez immediately started laughing very hard, and the audience found it hilarious as well. Angelina Jolie. We all know her for iconic roles, but Angelina Jolie also has a long-standing fascination with collecting weapons, especially knives, a passion she has had since she was a young girl. She explained this interest developed from a young age.
She's passed away since then, but she was fascinated with knives. You're also fascinated with knives, is that right?
Angelina looked calm and cheerful as Conan suddenly pulled out a butterfly knife from under his desk. What happened next caught everyone's attention.
I have one right here. No, I was curious. I didn't even know, I don't even know how to use one of these things.
She took the knife like it was nothing, and with steady hands, flipped it open and closed in smooth moves. Everyone could see she had done this many times.
Just kind of like that.
Even Conan looked surprised and asked who she practiced this on. She joked back, calm and in control.
And who do you do this to?
The chair.
Really? Okay, all right.
After her skilled display, Conan attempted to replicate the cool moves joking the unique talent Angelina Jolie possessed.
Just be like,
Gina Davis. Gina Davis is not just an actor, she is also a skilled archer with some surprising moves. She steps forward in full gear and focused, then takes aim at a target. A second later, her arrow hits near the center like she has been doing it for years.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Then, wearing a baseball uniform, she lines up 3 balloons. Without wasting time, she fires 3 arrows, each hitting perfectly. But she does not stop there. She goes for the classic William Tell shot. 1 arrow, 1 apple, and a mannequin holding still. Later, she even shoots next to her trainer Dawn. While he uses arrows, she pulls a surprise from her quiver, a handgun. With confidence, she ends by aiming straight at the lens, bow drawn.
A long kiss.
Nick Offerman. Actor Nick Offerman is famous for his love of woodworking, but he also has a very special hidden skill. Nick stood behind the bench ready to prove what he could do. Amy hyped him up while joking around, and then the challenge started.
2 things that people don't know about Nick Offerman is he's always on time and he can identify any wood by sight.
Amy was curious if Nick could really do it just by sniffing. She came up with a playful game, and Nick tied on his blindfold without saying much.
Would you smell that? Would you rather? Smell that wood. Smell that wood!
Amy pulled off the cloth to show 5 labeled wood blocks. She looked excited while Nick got ready with full focus.
Okay.
Nick picked up the first block, took deep sniffs, and guessed it confidently. He said pine.
Hear the breathing from here.
I think that's a simple pine.
Amy was shocked, but he was right. She cheered, and he gave a small smile.
Ding, 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 ding! You're right, that's pine!
Next came walnut. Nick smelled it with care and called it Eastern black walnut. Amy could not believe he got it right again.
Oh boy. Eastern black walnut.
Whoa, ding, 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 ding.
Then came a tough one. Mahogany. Nick struggled and even asked for sanding. He gave up, and Amy finally told him the answer.
Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah, tell me what it is.
Mahogany.
Cedar was easier. As soon as he sniffed it, his face lit up. He named it right away and smiled with pride.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's definitely a cedar.
Last was teak. Nick smelled it like a wine expert, even tasted it a bit, but guessed cherry. Amy revealed it was teak.
Cherry.
Whew. Good guess.
What is it?
Teak.
Keira Knightley. Graham suddenly brings up Kira's strange talent from her last visit. She reacts with a shy smile as the others turn to her.
Now, the last time Keira Knightley was here, you delighted us by playing...
He asks her to perform a Cher song using only her teeth. Cher lights up, clearly amused and excited.
Can you give us a blast of a Cher hit on your teeth?
Kira agrees with a laugh. Graham crawls across the stage holding a mic like it is a serious mission.
I'll just crawl in.
Yeah.
I'll just crawl in. I'll just do that. Okay, now, here we go.
Kira taps her teeth with her fingernails. The tune of Believe plays clearly. Everyone is stunned. Cher shouts, amazed that she hit the notes. Kira bursts out laughing.
She's hitting the notes.
She explains she learned it from a kid at school. Graham jokes it is clever but pointless.
It's one of those things, it's really clever, but so pointless.
Christina Hendris. No one saw it coming in that quiet living room. Christina Hendris, as Joan in Mad Men, sat calm while her husband Greg proudly hinted at her many talents. Joan looked polite but not eager to join in.
Well, Joni has many, many talents. You should play for them.
Even though she gave a small sigh and tried to refuse, Greg rushed to get the red accordion.
What do you play?
I am out of practice.
The guests smiled, curious to see what was coming. Joan gave in and slowly took the accordion case.
Come on, Joni. Wonderful. Come on, just sing a little something.
When she stood up and started playing, the room went quiet. Her singing in French caught everyone by surprise. Joan owned that moment. She sang with charm, adding a finger snap and a cheeky smile. She ended the song looking right at Greg, and his face said everything. He was stunned and proud. Justin Bieber. Pop superstar Justin Bieber has a hidden skill many people do not know about, and he is asked if he can solve a Rubik's Cube right on the spot during an interview.
Ich habe da keine Ahnung von, but Justin, you can solve this cube.
So. The interviewer is excited to see this talent in action and signals for him to begin solving the mixed-up cube she hands him.
I hope so. You want me to try?
Let's try.
Okay.
Justin gets right to work, his expression focused, explaining that solving it involves understanding mathematical patterns and steps, which he calls algorithms.
Some mathematical algorithms.
The interviewer admits she does not understand the mathematical side of things at all, but is clearly impressed watching his hands move rapidly.
Mit Algorithmen, ich habe keine Ahnung.
With just a few more quick turns, the colorful puzzle is complete. He solved it very fast, and the interviewer is visibly excited and congratulates him.
Yeah, he did it! Justin Bieber solved the magic cube.
Adele. Adele is known for powerful ballads, but what she did inside that car shocked everyone. She went from soul queen to rap queen in just seconds.
Are quite the rapper. You can spit some rhymes.
Initially, she acts a bit modest when her rap skills are brought up. She acts like it is not a big deal.
Not me own. I'm not that talented of me own.
However, her attitude changes completely when the rap music starts. Her expression shifts to one of intense focus and confidence.
In your locker.
Adele shows off an amazing and aggressive flow, delivering the fast-paced lyrics word for word. She does this with impressive speed and clarity. The host watches her with growing amazement. She continues her performance with strong conviction, displaying excellent rhythm and timing. She nails every line, including the more explicit parts. The rap includes some bold statements. The host reactions are fantastic, showing both shock and delight at her hidden skill. Adele wraps up her rap with a powerful and loud finish. She proves she is a force to be reckoned with on the mic. Steve Martin. Steve Martin is famous for comedy, but he also plays the banjo wonderfully. The morning show got a special live performance as he was already playing when introduced. While Steve expertly played a lively tune, Gayle King asked another guest about the lyrics. The guest humorously replied they were in ancient Greek, making them hard to sing.
Do you know the words, Adam?
Oh, absolutely. They're in ancient Greek, though, so they're hard to sing.
More hosts arrived, clearly pleased by the music. Gayle then remarked on the rare treat of having a star like Steve Martin playing banjo for them so early.
Where else would you get Steve Martin on your couch playing banjo early in the...
Christopher Walken. A surprising fact from the youth of Christopher Walken involves a rather unusual job.
No, that's true.
Come on.
I did. I worked in a circus.
The interviewer, sensing a story, inquired if Walken was a lion tamer. Walken affirmed this, much to the astonishment of fellow actors Colin Farrell and Sam Rockwell.
You were a lion tamer?
Yes.
How'd that go down? What'd
Just
you do?
one lion.
Walken shared that his work involved a single female lion. He then delivered a humorous twist.
This particular lion was really more like a dog.
To cap it off, Walken mentioned using a whip. He then gave a grand theatrical flourish with his hands, full of his typical dramatic flair.
I would do things with the whip.
Oh, really?
Emma Watson. Emma Watson is not just a famous actress, she is also a certified yoga instructor, and here she shows how skilled and calm she is in her practice. She then flows into the next stretch with slow, careful movement, keeping her breath steady. Now she moves into a low lunge. Her body stays stable as she deepens the stretch through her hips. Next, Emma folds forward into a butterfly pose. The way she moves shows comfort and experience. She finishes with a wide forward fold. This last stretch highlights her deep flexibility and calm energy. She says nothing here, but her skill speaks clearly. This is a hidden talent, practiced and graceful. Lady Gaga. On a French TV show, Lady Gaga surprises everyone with her hidden talent that many do not expect. She sits down at the grand piano with a calm smile and says she wants to play something different.
Scott Joplin, a little ragtime.
Okay. The host smiles and gives her the go-ahead. Gaga places her mic aside, ready to play.
Whatever you want.
Her fingers fly across the keys as the music kicks off. You can see she is not just a singer, but a skilled pianist too. The host watches closely while Gaga plays fast and smooth. Her focus is clear and her hands do not miss a beat. She ends with a strong final touch. The crowd loves it and bursts into applause. She picks up the mic and smiles wide, clearly proud and happy with how it went. The whole studio stands in praise. What a moment that was. Daniel Radcliffe. Jimmy Fallon suggests a famously difficult rap song, Alphabet Aerobics. Daniel confirms he knows the entire song by heart.
Black Alicious' Alphabet Aerobics.
That would be one.
You know how to do that whole song.
Questlove starts the beat, and Black Thought hypes the moment before the rap begins. Then Daniel started the rap. Every word was fast and clear. He rapped letter A, then B, then C, and just kept going.
Official amateurs aren't at all amazing. Analytically, I assault animate things.
Jimmy stood beside him, flipping giant letter cards for each alphabet. Daniel never missed a beat.
Casually create catastrophes, casualties, canceling cats got their canopies collapsed.
Daniel moved his hands with the rhythm, keeping the same energy all the way through more.
Don Dada on the down low, eating other editors with each and every.
He continues from D to F, his voice sharp and timing perfect. The crowd kept cheering louder as he passed letters G to M. He was not slowing down at all.
Global goods gone glorious, getting godly in his game with the glorious. Hit him high, hella high.
By the time he hit letters N to T, people were looking shocked. Jimmy looked amazed too, flipping cards quickly.
Just lose to my leverage. My mind makes marvelous moves, masses. Marvel and move, many mock what I've mastered. Now
Daniel keeps going from N to T. Jimmy is now flipping the cards faster to keep up. Daniel raps the final letters V to Z, ending with full power and a proud pose.
Vines at a vein make him vanish. Well, my word with a wise worst mix. Just weeded up words, weaving up. I'm a worship. Xerox.
The moment he finished, Jimmy threw the last card and jumped in the air. The whole place exploded with cheers. John C. He is known mostly for acting, but not many people know he is also great on skates. In this fun video, John C. shows smooth roller moves while also filming the moment himself. It begins with a girl skating straight at the camera while John C. holds it steady on skates. She reaches for his hand, and you can tell they are about to do something cool together. John leads her into a fast spin while still filming. The rink lights blur as they twirl. After the spin, she skates off laughing, and now we finally see John on camera. He shows off with a deep dip, almost touching the floor mid-glide. He slides low, then adds a funky dance move. All while skating smooth. He slows down and reaches for the camera. Skating session ends.
Please leave to the skate floor if I can have everybody else exit the skate floor.
Ed Sheeran. A key part of the live performances of Sheeran is his amazing skill with a loop pedal, creating entire band sounds all by himself. Jimmy Fallon welcomed Ed Sheeran, noting the importance of the loop station in the live performances of Sheeran.
A signature part of your live performances has to be this use of a looping station.
Sheeran shared that he connected with the musician who inspired him through MySpace.
And he taught me how.
No way.
Yeah, he taught me how to use one, and he's still my mate now. But
Fallon asked Sheeran if he could demonstrate how the loop pedal works.
You actually brought a looping station with you tonight. Could you show us how it works?
Yeah, totally.
Sheeran emphasized that timing is crucial when using a loop pedal. He then began building a track layer by layer, starting with a percussive beat created by hitting the body of his guitar.
Timing right, so.
Then, he added a rhythmic guitar part and then moved to a small keyboard to layer a melody. The audience cheered as the song started to take shape, with Fallon watching in amazement. Sheeran invited Fallon to contribute a vocal riff. Fallon happily obliged, and Sheeran skillfully looped his vocals, adding another layer to the increasingly complex sound. With all the instrumental and vocal loops in place, Sheeran launched into a snippet of his hit song, Shape of You. The demonstration ended with a burst of applause. Fallon was visibly blown away by the talent of Sheeran, calling the performance amazing. So next time you see your favorite celeb on screen, remember what they might be hiding. Want more bizarre stories from Hollywood and beyond? Press that subscribe button and leave a comment telling us what topic you want next. We might feature your idea.